Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can tell, today I am in my car, which means we are going on a little shopping trip. So I thought it would be fun to do a little challenge with you guys where I only buy things from the Dollar Tree to bake and decorate a cake with. And I wanted to do this just to show you guys that you don't need any crazy expensive cake decorating tools in order to start decorating or baking. So I thought the Dollar Tree would be the perfect place to start. So we're gonna try it out and see how our cake turns out. So let's get started. So I haven't filmed in public in a while, so I'm a little nervous. Especially because when I did film in public the few times, it was in Orange County, which I feel like is a little bit more acceptable there. Like, people won't really look at you strange, kind of like LA. But out here in Riverside, it's definitely not the norm, so I'm a little intimidated. But you know what? We're just gonna say screw it. Who cares what anyone thinks? So let's go. Okay, so I was honestly really surprised with the selection that they had at the Dollar Tree. I've only been in there like once, and they had so many cake decorating things, like way more than I expected. I thought I was gonna have to get a little bit more creative, but they had a whole section for cake decorating tools, which was really cool. So I'm really excited to get home and start baking. So the total came out to $39.34, but I did get a few things for our house, like some of the cute Easter signs. So I subtracted that and the total came out to $31.84, which for all of this stuff is a super great deal. So I'm excited to see how our cake turns out. All right, so I'm not gonna film me making the cake because it's just gonna be a simple box cake. The only thing that they did not have at the dollar store was eggs. So I did get some vegetable oil, the cake mix, so the eggs you'll just have to get at the grocery store. But it's just a traditional boxed white cake, so I'm gonna go ahead and bake that into the pans that I did buy. I bought 2 of these. So we're gonna make a 2-layered cake today. And I believe these are 8 inches. So 2 8-inch pans. I'm just gonna whip it up real quick. We're gonna pop it into the oven, and then once it's all cooled down, I will film me decorating it for you guys. All right guys, so I have my cake layers all made, cooled down, and now we're ready to decorate. So at the Dollar Tree, they had a lot of stuff like I had mentioned. Here is the cake board we're going to be using today. I don't really like this shiny look, so I'm just gonna flip it over to the white side, put the shiny side down. And then we're going to put a little bit of frosting on our board so that way our cake can stick to it. So I bought a pink and a white frosting, and they come in these little containers. And then for the filling, since I am doing an Easter themed cake, I bought a bunch of these peeps. I thought it would be a cool idea to put marshmallow fluff as the filling to go with like the marshmallow peep theme. So we're just gonna get right on into it. Like I said, I'm gonna put some frosting down so that way our cake layers stick to the board. All right, so now I have filled up one of the piping bags with the white frosting, and we're just gonna pipe a border along our cake like we usually would whenever we put a filling in our cakes. All right, now that we have that nice border, we can go in with our marshmallow fluff. Now we're going to do a crumb coat, so I'm going to go in with the white icing and just cover our cake in a base layer of frosting. All right, now that we have a good base coat on, we're gonna put this into the freezer for about 10 minutes till it is nice and set, and then we'll go in with our second coat of pink frosting. All right, now time to add our pink frosting onto the cake. And I'm just gonna start with the sides. All right, so the Dollar Tree actually had icing scrapers, which I was super excited about. I thought I was gonna have to use like a spatula or something. So we can either go for a smooth side, or this one would be fun. It has like a thicker comb and a smaller comb. So I'm gonna try out the thicker side and see what that looks like. If I don't like it, I'll probably just go over it with the smooth side, but we're gonna try it out and see. It's honestly not too bad. There's definitely spots I need to fill in with more icing, so I'm gonna open up the second tub of icing, fill them in, and then we'll go around again with the icing scraper. Alright, now with our straight edge cake scraper, we're just gonna smooth out the top. So you're gonna pull the icing towards the center, and then whatever's left on here, just scrape onto your tube of icing. Now we're gonna do some piping, and I actually was able to find some plastic piping tips. So we're gonna go ahead, I put the star tip into our piping bag. We're gonna fill that with some of our pink frosting, and then we'll pipe some swirls on top. right, so the cake turned out actually really great, but one thing I do not recommend is using marshmallow fluff for your filling and then leaving it in the window under the sun, because as you can see here, the marshmallow fluff started to melt and seep through. So other than that, the cake did turn out super cute. I can't wait to cut into it and eat it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it was helpful to show you guys that anyone can decorate a cake and you don't need all of these crazy expensive tools. You can literally just go to the Dollar Tree. So I'll see you guys next time.